Welcome to Pennsylvania in Focus. I'm Eliana Kernodle. Legislative Republicans are trying to address concerns about higher education and workforce shortages. Joining me to tell us more about this is the Center Square's Pennsylvania reporter Anthony Hennon. Anthony, what problems are legislative Republicans trying to address and what solutions are they proposing?
Yeah, so this sort of comes back to two main focuses here. One is Pennsylvania's declining working age population, where we have fewer younger people, and they seem to be leaving the state when we do have them in the first place. So this is a push to keep younger people around and find jobs in state or create their own jobs in state. And the other half of it is trying to deal with the labor shortage issues we've been seeing in a variety of jobs, from plumbers and tradesmen and construction workers to teachers, nurses, all sorts, blue collar, white collar. Basically, we're seeing an aging population and a trend that's going to continue over the next few decades. And so this is kind of creating an economic problem at hand for employers to find workers, but it's also creating some concerns on the government side of making sure we have enough tax revenues coming in to fund basic services and also to be able to take care of an aging population as we see more seniors in Pennsylvania. So Republicans are pushing a package of education bills that they're calling GrowPA. And this stretches across a number of issues here. As Senator Dave Argall put it, we are facing a series of connected challenges: a struggling workforce, rising education costs, declining enrollment in many of our institutions, all perpetuated by some serious demographic issues. So we've seen this within the Pennsylvania state system of higher education, where there's been a big push to expand credentials coming out of there beyond just a bachelor's degree, of combining a few universities to find some ways to make the state education system a little more solid, a little more financially sound. And so what we're looking at here is a variety of proposals here. This ranges from one, providing more scholarships to students to stay in state. Another would be giving out-of-state students scholarships or in-state prices if they stick around. A lot of this is also tied to making sure that students stay around after they graduate college. So some of these scholarships would be tied to students living in Pennsylvania for at least 4 or 5 years after graduation. The idea here is not so much if you leave, we're going to claw back these scholarships, these grants we've given you. It seems to be more, if we're able to keep students 4 or 5 years after graduation, it's much more likely they'll actually stick around and they'll actually play into the economy, establish roots here, start families here.
And how do these proposals relate to Governor Shapiro's proposals?
So broadly speaking, I think they're fairly well aligned. Shapiro is also talking about trying to boost the higher education system here, keep young people around, prepare them for in-demand, high-demand fields of study. The problem, though, it's a bit difficult to really say. Shapiro has announced a higher ed blueprint. He's talked about basically giving students who go to in-state public colleges a flat, paying no more than $1,000 in tuition and fees each semester, trying to increase transparency and direct money toward performance-based metrics. But so far, he's been light on details. Some of these Republican bills, we have some of the legislative memos and the actual text of the bills being proposed, so we can dive into those a bit more. Shapiro, though, we're still waiting for more details coming out. Previously, Republicans have said they're optimistic and they're willing to talk about Shapiro's proposal, but they're still skeptical or cautious, in the words of one, about Shapiro's idea, simply because we don't have the nitty-gritty yet. We don't know what this will look like. Of course, Republicans are going to be a little more reluctant to drive up education spending without first making sure that the money is being spent effectively and efficiently, but we'll see how this works out. One area, though, that seems like we're getting a lot of support from both parties is boosting investment, sending a lot more money toward career and technical education, be that apprenticeships or non-traditional college pathways, or giving more support to the state's existing technical colleges. So we'll see exactly how this works out in the wash. There's definitely momentum on both sides here to do something more about higher ed, but Republicans have been trying to be more forceful, arguing that they should be a partner in education rather than just an ATM of just whatever colleges request. It's the job of the government to send more money to. Republicans have been pushing back more on that. But as we'll see in the coming years, we'll know what that looks like exactly and how much common ground there is. And I think more importantly, what's really dividing people in the state.
Well, thank you, Anthony, for your insights on this story. Listeners can keep up with this story and more at thecentersquare.com.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at Value.